Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mink again, and welcome to a new Louis Vuitton new releases video. I always get tongue twisted whenever I say that. A new Louis Vuitton new releases video. Obviously, we will be talking about the makeup launch, and I've posted a bunch of videos and shorts about it. A lot of people are angry about it. We're very divided. I obviously love it. I think it's fantastic. So I wanted to also show you some of the new things that are, from just their normal fashion products that are coming out. The Louis Vuitton and Grace Coddington Catogram collection is coming. I talked about this previously before, but I wanted to mention it again now that there are more pictures available. It's launching on the 19th of September worldwide. Grace Coddington is from Wales in the UK, and she was, I think, one of the top former editors, the contributing editors of American Vogue. And I believe that the first Catogram came out during Gasquier's era, which is obviously still Gasquier's era today. And this is launching on the, this is, I believe, from the women's collection, obviously, if Gasquier's involved. And I think the first year that it launched was 2018, so they're reissuing it again. She loves cats, so it's a collaboration between Grace Coddington and Louis Vuitton, and she loves cats a lot. I'm sure many of you have cats. I have cat. I have a cat. He's called Lovelace, but he's an indoor cat. Okay, cool. Let's get started here with the Petite Valise. Here's the Petite Valise, honey. The Petite Valise is one of these bags that I think this is a statement bag. In any finish, I feel like if you were even to go to Big H carrying this, I feel like they'll take you seriously, because that's the whole point. It looks like a little suitcase, it's very cute. It comes with this strap. That luggage tag there with the cat illustration is super, super cute. And then you have this trio here with the Catogram print. Don't love this as much as the Petite Valise. You also have the Horizon in the Catogram print again. It's interesting. A lot of the times whenever people talk about Louis Vuitton's luggages, people say that Louis Vuitton's luggages are very obvious and they'll get thrown around at the airport. This one doesn't look that obvious that it's a Louis Vuitton one. Obviously, it does have the monogram there, but it doesn't look that obvious. It's quite nice. There's also this pouch here. I think this might be a keychain, I'm not sure, but it looks like a pouch. There's also a card holder here. Honestly, don't love this as much. There's a Vivienne doll. This is probably going to cost a fortune, because those Viviennes, they always cost a fortune. There's a collar here as well, the little charm there, the little Catogram charm. There's a keepall. Honestly, don't love these as much. There's some keepalls here. I really don't love them as much. There's this cup, which I think will be the best seller. I think this will be one of the best sellers of this collection. It has a little cat that's in a blanket, kind of sleeping. That's kind of cute with monogram. I believe this is the on the go with a cat luggage tag. Again, very, very cute. Is this the on the go? Yeah, I think it is. Very, very cute. And then there is a charm here with something that says in French, priez de ne pas entrer, please don't enter, a cat sleeping. Again, very, very cute. And then there is the cosmetics pouch with this red coloring. I think that there's some more, there's a few more accessories. I'll just post them on the screen. There's this, I think this is the Cotteville. I think this trunk is called the Cotteville, but I could be wrong. But there's a trunk here with that Catogram print again. And there's also a bowl. So that is the Catogram. That's a lot of, that's not everything, but that's a lot of stuff that is coming for the Catogram collection. Honestly, I am someone who, when it pertains to cats and things and so on and so forth, and even pets in general, I like my animals, but I can't say that I'm a pet person. My cat has many years left, and Lovelace left, and God willing, Cairo will be around for a long time. But I was even telling my husband, when God calls them home, I don't want to have any more pets. I'm not a pet person. I think they take a lot of energy to take care of. But if you're a pet person, this collection's for you. This collection is for the cat people, honey. If you're a cat glamazon, you're gonna love this. If you love cats, this is the collection for you. I'm interested why they didn't try some darker colorways, because I think That would have been really nice. You know, like if you like cats, you know that darker colored cats are like, it's really hard for people to buy darker colored cats because of like cultural beliefs. A lot of people, you know, like rescue cats. If you're into animals, like I'm not an animal person like that, but even I know this when we got Lovelace, like, and he has like a dark coloring himself. Like darker colored cats are harder to adopt, and people don't want to rescue them because people want those like Instagrammable cats that have like the lighter pelts and the lighter hides and things like that. So I think it would have been a cool thing to do, maybe to feature more darker colorways, like, and maybe even use that as an angle to like encourage people who like cats, to encourage them to adopt cats that are black or brown or darker, just because that is like something that has been around for a while, that those cats tend to struggle when they're in rescue homes and things like that. But it's not the end of the day. I think if you like cats, you're going to like this. I have to say, being that I'm not an animal person, I'm probably not the right person to critique this collection. I like my cat. I think he's really fire, but I don't feel like this collection symbolizes my cat. You know what I mean? Because I think there's something about it that feels very wallpaper-like. I don't know why. So this isn't something which I would think would be super popular with a lot of people who like cats. I don't know what you guys think. But I don't know if you guys like would necessarily like this one. You let me know what you think, if you think it's one that will sell. I'm curious to see if it will sell. Part of me feels like it probably won't do as well as maybe the first one, because I'm unsure about the colorway, but I could be wrong about the colorway. I'm very curious to know if that colorway is going to be successful. And then I wanted to show you this new pochette Matisse. This is coming in the East-West style in the color Smoke, 2,800 euros, $3,250. This is already launched. I think I may have mentioned it, because I wanted to mention something else, sorry. I wanted to also mention this. This is the Clemence wallet in granite red. This is a beautiful kind of dark red, 600 euros, $840. This is already launched, so this should be in store already. Why am I saying things have launched when they haven't launched? It's not the 29th of August yet. I don't know why I thought it's already launched. It's launching on the 29th. It hasn't launched, so I beg your pardon. It's launching on the 29th. There's this Evermore that's in the coated canvas, 2,650 euros, 3,350 USD, launching on the 29th. Don't love this, I have to say, I'm not a fan. There's also the Pochette Matisse in the monogram Empreinte, 2,350 euros, 3,000 USD, launching on the 29th as well. So I was curious to know if you guys would like these. They look very like, you know, they kind of look like, it's kind of giving this kind of satchel kind of vibe, you know, like the aesthetics of these ones as well. There's also this new Neverfull in the monogram Empreinte leather in the color granite, 2,200 euros, 2,940 US dollars. Not a fan of the Neverfull, but I think that color is going to be very popular. There's also the Boulogne PM in the monogram Empreinte leather in granite, 2,450 euros and 2,990 USD. And then also, before I forget, there's actually an exotic in the Catogram collection that I completely forgot to mention. So let me just quickly mention that to you guys now. There's actually a Mink Capucines that is coming in mink fur, obviously, in the Catogram collection. I'm very curious to know if this is going to be successful, because I'm just curious to see their reasoning for like a collection about cats but having like a mink fur bag. I think that's a very interesting decision. I like fur, so I have no issue with it. So it looks very like wallpaper chic. This wouldn't be my first choice, but it's interesting. I feel like it might look really good in person. It might be one of those things where in person in the store, it looks really good. There's also a side trunk here in the mink fur. This looks interesting. I think I might actually prefer it in the capucine, actually. And those mink capucines, some of them can be hit and miss. Some of them look really good and others kind of look like whatever. There are also some other exotics coming. I just want to quickly show you. There's this ostrich mal with this kind of like crystals on the hardware. This is interesting. Would need to see it in person to see how it looks. And then there's this stunning mini capucine. This looks like it's lizard. This is really beautiful. It's in blue. For those of you who love blue, this is stunning. It has like a gradient effect. And then there's also a steamer that is coming in alligator. This is one of these bags that was inspired by the steamer trunks from the 1900s, I think, from Louis Vuitton. So that one will also be really popular. And then this mal is coming back as well. This is also exotic. This is in the alligator. This is stunning, 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 stunning. I remember seeing this on display last year when I went traveling to Paris. And I remember seeing one on display when we were just going to like random shops and stuff. I think I saw this on display in the Louis Vuitton at the Le Bon Marché. This colorway, it is stunning. Like, pictures don't do it justice. So the fact that they're bringing it back is interesting. There's also this one as well. This is also exotic. I believe this is lizard. And then there's also this capucine here. I think this is the BB size in ostrich. It's very big, but again, it's back as well. And then there is also this mink fur capucine in blue. Very cute. This is very cute. And then there's also a Louis Vuitton twist in mink fur. So that's really interesting that they have a lot of mink pieces, maybe for the transitional period, like heading into autumn, because traditionally that is a time when one would expect people to wear, like, if you like real furs, like, you probably wear it in the transitional period. So yeah, let me know what you think about the Catogram, the new Grenat monogram empreinte pieces, so the Neverfull, the Boulogne, the Pochette Métis, and let me know what you think about the new exotics. We have mink fur, alligator, ostrich, lizard. What are your thoughts on everything? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would love to see you stick around. And also sign up for the newsletter. It's linked below. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.